Hi, and welcome to the living room. This is where I grow the majority of my 130 orchids. I do have some phalaenopsis in a what I call cool down room, but today is all about these ladies right here on the table. These are my Brookside orchids that I've had since the 12th of February 2021, and as you can see, Colorado has a nice beautiful day today. Yesterday was very overcast. Today nice and sunny, so nice light coming in through this east facing window. I did an update in September, and there were some things that were happening that hadn't quite finished. So let's talk about what is going on in the month of November. All right, let's start. And I am standing because of our little Pinot Princess here. This is the Vanderpearl Cooper, who I have since brought in. I brought her in about the middle of October because it was starting to cool down quite a bit outside. And she does sit right down here in that empty spot right there next to the Cornucervi Chateladeae. So she's still continuing to get nice bright light from that Barina light. And since moving her in, she's not really done anything. However, her roots, let me turn. I always have her backwards when I want to show the roots. I don't know why. But these roots here are now going down into the media. And I'll post a picture of what those roots looked like back in September. But there's the other one going down. And she's continuing to follow her dry out pattern. She's still drying out about every 2 to 3 days, just depending on whether the heat is on in the house or not. And I do have her down at the bottom. I don't know, maybe I should move her up to get more heat, but she seems to be doing fine. But she's not doing anything as far as growing anything new that I can see. Let's see. Yeah, no new leaf growth or anything that I can see going on right now. She's just kind of chilling out in there. Oh, wait a minute. No, I thought maybe I saw a new leaf growing in there, but it's just the shadow of the previous leaf. And this right here, this damage right here is from a grasshopper. I left her sitting on the stoop instead of hanging in her little macrame hanger, and a grasshopper got her. But other than that, she's still looking pretty good. Move. And then we have the Catatante Orange Kiss. That in September was in a smaller pot. This new growth, which is coming off of the older growth back here, so now we have 2 directions of growth going, started, and she was growing out of the pot. So I did repot her into this, and she is in pretty much the same media. She's in bark and moss. And yes, it is watering day, so the moss is quite dry, but it's still a little moist in the middle. I did stick a bamboo skewer in there the other day, and it was still moist the other day, meaning yesterday. However, this new growth here is continuing and filling out and doing rather lovely. The latest matured bulb, which is this one, she is kind of leaning a little bit now just because of how I had to pot her up. And I did take off 2 of the seedling back bulbs. However, I was expecting a spike last month and I didn't see one. But in examining her today for the video, turn her around. Let's see if we can get in there. If you look right down there, we have a spike coming. So we will see this beautiful girl again in a couple of months. I'll post a picture of her blooms so you can see what we have to look forward to. The new growth here is also already growing roots down in the pot. I did wait for those roots to start before I put her in this new setup, just to make sure that new roots did take over. Also, I repotted her because the other pot, she was just drying out way too fast. I was having to water her literally every day because of the amount of roots that were in that pot. But let's talk about my baby girl here. I love this plant, y'all. And she's huge. And she's going to get huge. She will always, I'll find a spot for her. Definitely find a spot for her. However, I was not expecting her to develop this bulb last month. So she's been working on this in the month of October, as well as continuing to finish off her leaves here. And I did grab a measuring tape because I want to see how tall she is. And I cheated, guys. I kind of did it before the video, but if we go from the base to up here, she is right at Let me see that. A little over 24 inches. So she is a little over 2 feet in that leaf growth. Again, she is going to be a big girl. And I'm hoping that this bulb, it's probably not going to be as big as this one, but I'm hoping that it does get a fairly decent size. And then the next growth that she has, I'll expect a bloom off of that one. Again, I'll post the pictures of this bloom and you'll understand why she is just one of my favorites. Leave your comments down below and let me know what you think about their progress. If you grow any of these three and want to do a care collab, let me know in the comments, or you can send me an email that's in my description. I appreciate, again, you coming over. Go ahead and give the video a like, subscribe if you haven't already. I'd appreciate that. And we will see you on the next update.